What a start to the year. Parlay Profit Club, first episode of 2026. New year, new me, but I still look exactly the same. So subtle. And honestly, some of these teams, you know what I'm saying? Some of these sports teams look exactly the same. They are who we thought they were. Um, a lot of stuff in the world right now. New year, same results. People are like, "Oh, surprise!" I'm surprised that Clippers are trash. Really? Surprised? That surprised you? Surprised that Zion is still not in shape. Really? That surprised you? I'm surprised that Kevin Stefanski got fired. Really? That surprised you? It's just been, it's a new year, but it's the same old, same old. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you've been paying, I'm surprised Donald Trump invaded. Really? That surprised you? So it is kind of funny that everyone is always so excited for like this newness when, once people tell you who they are, it's up to us to just like believe them. Like, hey, I'm that dude. Hey, we're going to be, all right, cool. Zion shooting his shot with every fucking Instagram girl. All right, let's believe him. Like, he's not serious. Okay, we get it. Like, all right. So some of these teams, oh, yeah. We're like, Bears? Seriously? Like, of course the Bears lost that game. Of course the Ravens ravened. Of course the Ravens ravened.
I caught that one.
Actually, let's just start there. Let's just let me just go back over some of the games last week so I can just I don't even know. This is the one thing about betting that gets really tricky is that it's too emotional. Like when you're so tied to a team, it's hard to just like sit there and be like, okay, yeah, I'm cool. I don't really care about the results. I'm just having fun. And then, the results start coming out and you're just like, damn. Now, one cool thing about this week or last week, let's say, rather, the strategy that we came up with last time where, hey, division rivals don't get swept a lot. It's very rare. Probably about 20% of the time. You know what types of games were being played last week? Almost every single game was a division rival game. So I put this in the chat. I was like, hey man, like there's a lot of opportunity. The only mistake that I made was thinking that more teams are going to sweep than actually got swept. And to my credit, like I didn't know Dak Prescott was not going to play. Like I'm watching Sports Center, like, of course Dak's going to play. Like, like the Cowboys, they want to finish the season strong. And then I'm like, look at the scores. I'm like, why are the Giants up 2 scores? And I'm like, I go down there. I'm like, who's Milton? Blah blah blah. Who is that guy? Like, then I turned on the TV. I'm like, Dak's wearing a beanie. I'm like, oh, because the guy was like, yo, Dak is undefeated against the Giants. I was like, okay, cool. This should be. Dak's not playing. Oh God, why is Diggs out there? Why is Lamb out there? So when we say division rivals don't get swept, this is a perfect example of everything. The Panthers just beat the Bucks like 3 weeks ago. Remember when the Bucks lost to the Falcons? They were losing to everybody. Bucks win by 2. Okay, Seahawks. I remember this game. This is the first game of the season. Seahawks at home randomly lost to the Niners. I remember we were talking about it like, dang, like how did they? Bro, I already called this game. I really didn't even need to watch. I was like, Seahawks are going to win this game. Don't even need to talk about it. And of course, did I think it was going to be this low scoring? No, but it was obvious they're going to get their get back. Then we go to Sunday, Saints-Ravens. The Saints just actually this is one of the ones that got a sweep. The Falcons beat them like a couple weeks ago, so I was thinking the Saints were going to win this game. But I was smart enough to know that if they're the Saints, so I should just take the cover.
That the Saints suck? Yeah.
So we take the cover. I'm like, all right. But it did look like they had a chance. Literally, like if you were actually watching the game, that kid, Tyler Shuck, I'm like, did he just turn into Drew Brees? The guy was like throwing dots all over the field. And then all of a sudden he just threw a pick 6, random. I'm like, bro, So honestly, it was way
Cardinals.
closer than you probably would think, and the Saints probably should have won the game. To be honest,
The Cardinals too. I think they
Cardinals Rams.
lost. So
Well, this is another
yeah.
one
So
where
I
I
was
knew the
like,
Rams were gonna sweep. Like this is an obvious.
yeah, that's. But remember like a couple weeks ago, a couple episodes ago, I was like, there's certain teams that they're gonna lose. Like they're just trash. Saints and
Yeah.
and the Cardinals. Like it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter about the division like history. Like they're just trash. They're gonna lose every. They're gonna get swept. So
Now, the one thing I didn't like about, well, it's not that I don't like it, but like the one thing I'm impressed about rather with the NFL, they really made it look like the Cardinals had a chance. Like the Rams actually went down like 20-17. Cardinals were up in like the third quarter or something. And I was like, I'm watching the game I'm watching Red Zone, so I'm not really watching the game, but I'm kind of like watching it. And I was like, Cardinals up 2017. Da, 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 da. I'm like, wait, what? Like how? And then all of a sudden, Matthew Stafford touchdown. I'm like, all right, why did you guys even make me sweat? Like, and that's the wrestling of it. Is like the NFL is really good at like um just making the game seem like, oh, it could go either way, and then the way it ends, you're just like, or the referees do something where it's just like, wait, I thought the other team was why did it look like such a like an even game for such a long time, and then all of a sudden the other team just falls apart. Hold on, let me see if I can get back to where we're at. Week 18. But yeah, so there's a lot of like rivalries. So Saints pump faked. I thought they were gonna win the game. They covered the spread though. Titans Jaguars was another rivalry game where the Jaguars just swept. It's kind of hard to tell. Well, it wasn't really hard to tell. It's one of the worst teams in the league. 3-4 versus 13. Like
this one was harder to call.
Jaguars.
Well, this game like to say Jaguars over Titans because the Titans were
Sweep
compared.
Sweep. I mean, rookie quarterback, worst team in the NFL. Like, it's not.
Yeah, it
super
was harder to call.
like,
I wouldn't have called that. Like, but
also, it was a lot of points. One thing I noticed is that whenever you see a lot of points like this,
that was surprising. That was surprising.
Well, my thing is like, if the team is not the home team, if the team's at home and you see a lot of points, they're probably going to cover it. If they're not at home, they're probably not going to cover it. So that's one of those signs that you could have said, like, okay, Jaguars. Cowboys already said Dak didn't play, so all of a sudden Jackson Dart just looked amazing. But another rivalry game. Remember the Russell Wilson game when he looked amazing and the Cowboys beat him still? So this is their get back. So if you would have just picked what team lost the first game, you would have been money this whole week. Texans, Colts, bitter rivalry. I honestly thought the Colts were going to win this game. The Texans already beat them the first time. This is another sweep game. Phillip Rivers wasn't playing. I think they had like their third string guy in. So, but you can see it was pretty close. But the Colts were looking like they're about to win that game. Like the score doesn't really tell the story because the Colts are up a lot during that whole game. Browns, Bengals, another rug pull game where the Bengals literally did everything they needed to do to win the game, and Shador marches them down for a field goal. So another one of those games where the team that lost. What, the Browns?
Yeah, I mean, just for the storyline, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say what's his name got the sack title.
Bengals just another disappointing.
Remember, I told you guys, I was like, yo, like he's like, if he gets a sack, he gets like $45 million. I'm like, he's getting that sack.
Oh,
like
dude, yeah.
The Bengals offensive line is so trash. I'm like, bro, he's gonna get the sack. And $45 million is on the line. He's getting that sack, bro. Like,
I'm getting that sack. I'm getting that sack.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't take that player prop. I'm like, bro, this is such a. I don't even know what the odds were, but I'm like, bro, this is fish in a barrel. But yeah, I mean, shout out Shador. I mean, he did his job. The coach got fired because he's an idiot. Like, bro, you start the season with 4 different quarterbacks. You trade the only decent one, Kenny Pickett. You trade him to the Raiders super early. Then you have Joe Flacco. You play him for a couple games. You know the team is trash. And then you just trade him to the Bengals for no reason. Then you play the undersized, short, non-athletic white dude for like 8 games. He gets hurt. You're forced to play Shador, who you know was scouted way higher. The guy comes in, wins like his first game. Then all of a sudden you're like, don't want to give him any credit. Don't want to like, you're one game. They should have beat the Titans.
Yeah.
You pull him out of the game on the 2-point conversion to run some
that
bullshit.
one, yeah. That one we don't know.
So I was just, it's just then there was one game of the playing the Bears. He didn't have the plays on his wrist or whatever. He had the wrong, like, bro. His dad, Deion Sanders, one of the greatest NFL players of all time, Hall of Famer, and an actual head coach in college, couldn't get a fucking box. He was in the Raiders box. The Raiders gave him a box, the away team. Like, bro, you're fired, bro. You're fired. Like, we can't, like we can't, like, what else are we supposed to do? He's such a great coach, though. I'm like, is he? Because everybody got hurt. And the only guy who was actually keeping you guys in games, the only guy who looked like he knew what he was doing at quarterback, was the guy you refused to like give any recognition to. So yeah, you're fired, bro. Like, this was obvious from the jump. But shout out him. Hopefully, like, I don't know, he gets a guy who actually believes in him. This is another one of those types of games I'm talking about. Vikings, Packers. Packers obviously beat them the first time. The Packers didn't play Jordan Love. They played some guy I've never heard of at quarterback. J.J. McCarthy, it looks like he's fucking Tom Brady, and they get this win. Rams obviously sweep. Bears, Lions. Bears lost the first game by Lions scored almost 52 points the first game. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. The Bears are now the number 1 team in the NFL. They're getting their get-back game. Caleb Williams, everyone's playing. The Lions aren't doing good, right? They have nothing to play for. The Bears are at home. They need this game to get the first round bye. Yeah, give me the Bears.
This one, yeah. This one. I didn't put him on a parlay, but because it's still a toss up. I'm personally, I think after the Patriots, I got to say Bears. I hope they pull through. But yeah, I had him on a single, But yeah, it was a tough one. It was a good game. I can't, Bears look good.
It was the most random game I've ever seen.
I mean, I think
they went down.
I expected this whole week. Yeah,
13-0 at half. How did you feel at that point? 13-0 at half, just like halftime.
That there was going to be a comeback. That there was going to be some. It was going to. I knew it was going to be close. Like there was going to be some sort of like they could, and it did. It was like okay, but I
already knew it was
every game, which majority of the games this week went. Besides a couple blowouts, but even those were surprised. The Giants, Cowboys, only because Dak didn't play. Vikings, Packers, only because Jordan Love didn't play. So it's like, unless you knew the scouting report at the last second, luckily I didn't put
the thing with the Bears, though, was that as soon as I saw 13-0, because the Lions were the underdogs. If the underdog is up 13-0, the chances of them losing that game,
you're right,
it's curtain. So I'm already like, all right, they lost. In my head,
I was watching from a fan's perspective because I was like, okay, Bears can, because I wanted look at the Packers, look at the Packers. I was like, Bears over Packers. Like Packers ain't really about that right now. Bears came up, so I was hoping Bears would keep the pressure on them going to like you said, get that first week bye, but.
Yeah, I was with you for a minute. And so, but just imagine this, right? From my perspective. 13-0 at half, the underdog is up. Vegas does not give back money. So I think the Bears are like 80%. The public was on the Bears or the Bears. So I'm like, it's up. It's over. But then I'm kind of watching the game with red zones, and they keep showing it again. Tom Brady's on the commentary booth showing it again. Like, here comes the Bears. Caleb Williams throws a fucking amazing touchdown pass, and they get the 2-point conversion. And I'm like, everyone's
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
Like,
that's what I was saying.
Like this, like looking back, like that's cute. Okay, and it's like okay, 16-8, and then it's like
make it interesting.
Caleb Williams again, another amazing pass, and they get the 2-point conversion. Everyone's in Chicago's going crazy. Hey, we're back. This is our year. And I'm like, oh shit, 16-16, 5 minutes left to go. The defense got a pick with 4 minutes on Jared Goff. He's running it back. They're doing all the defenders get together. They're like dancing and shit. I'm like, oh, let's go. Okay, it's still alive. Caleb, all we need you to do, bro, goes 3 and out. There's 2 minutes left. I'm like, Jared Goff comes back on. I'm like, all right, guys, same guy. Maybe not a pick, but just a quick sack or something. Like, let's just keep him out of field goal. Jared Goff, what a big play to. Oh fuck! Now they're in field goal. Let's just hurry it up. Maybe if they kick it fast enough, they run the clock down to the 10-second mark. They kick. The kick is good, and that's game over. Oh, what? When have you ever seen a team go down 16-0, come back with 2 touchdowns and 2-point? Madden. That's the only place I've ever seen it happen.
That's
like the most entertaining loss I've ever seen. I'm on the receiving end of it.
Damn. It was a good game. I wasn't again. It didn't mess up. It didn't mess up parlay, so I wasn't too mad. But
I had it in a parlay because I thought it was going to be a lock. But whoever's writing the script for these NFL games, I'm like, this nigga's cooking, bro. He's like, yeah, let's do 2-point conversions. Bro, they came back 16-6, and the defense got a pick. All right. All right. Patriots, Dolphins. Again, what did I say before? If the big spread and the team's at home, for whatever reason, this is usually a good indication of where the blowouts are actually going to happen. It's like a little telltale sign. What did I just say? What did I just say? If there's a crazy big spread, but the team is at home, the chance. So, all right, Patriots, Bills. These are rivalry games too. This is for sweeps. Both sweep. Get out the broom. Sweep. Bills, Jets. They didn't even show this on Red Zone. They're just like, yeah, these games are over. We're just gonna focus on these other games now. It's like, all right.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. At the same time, again, maybe I don't know. Those games went according to plan. They went exactly according to plan. But it's just.
What did I just say? What did I just say?
Wait, Broncos, Chargers. They played. Who won the last? They played it before, didn't they?
Chargers actually won the first one. Chargers won it was like week 2 or week 3 or something.
Yeah. So Broncos. I didn't think it was going to be this. I did see the score and I was like 3. But what's his name was playing too. So their quarterback. So I don't know what happened with them. But
yeah, Trey Lance was actually playing for the Chargers. So I don't know if you knew that. I didn't know that, but that's
basically I thought I chose Broncos anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
but the Patriots Bills game is just I don't know. I don't know if it's. I don't want to say it's surprising that one of them didn't lose. Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, Patriots Bills. I picked both of them too. So
yeah, I mean, this is one of the this NFL season has been so annoying for me because it's been hard to get the picks right. But I feel like I've learned the most on like the little like tricks and stuff to kind of know who's about to win. Like what I just showed you. Look, I'm 3 for 3 with this shit. This is something that we learned in the season. It's like, okay, if the home team has a crazy spread, most people see that crazy spread and they're like, oh, the Dolphins? Yeah, they can keep it within 14. Not if the home team has the spread. You know what I'm saying? Like when the Rams have something like this, but it's at home, they usually cover it. 1, 2, 3. It's a perfect record. And remember, the other one was the Jaguars. So 4 for 4 on the week with this shit. So that is one of the little things I've learned this season that I'll carry into the rest of the like next season and shit. But Commanders Eagles.
Yeah, that one I did.
Again, this is another one where like the Eagles won the first game. Now both, I don't know if you knew this, but both teams played their third string quarterback.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I don't think I saw the report or whatever, but I was surprised. I wasn't surprised that the Eagles lost, you know. But I'm sure a lot of people picked the Eagles up.
Yeah, I mean, because they're fan favorite team, but and the Eagles were winning most of the game. It did look like they had it in control. It's just like I don't know. The Commanders actually had a 49-year-old like a 40-year-old black dude as their quarterback. This guy was looking like he was like the second coming of fucking Lamar Jackson, like running it in.
Yeah, I forgot his he's been like on a bunch of teams supposedly. Like it was
He looked solid. I was like, man, like no other team could have used him. Raiders Chiefs. I honestly thought the Chiefs were going to win this game. I'm very, very shocked.
I mean, again, it's like it was the last. This was the last regular season week, right? Like games.
Yeah, but it was also one of those games where the Chiefs won the first game. This is another rivalry game.
But, yeah, but if you factor that in, and then also the fact that like you start to notice like a lot of people weren't playing. Like if you know who wasn't trying to fight for it, because the Chiefs were already giving up. So it was like, okay.
I mean, Kelsey was playing.
Mahomes is in out there, like it's easy.
Kelsey was playing.
Man, that old timer.
Also, I thought the Raiders. I'm thinking like, don't you guys want the first round pick? You want to secure it? Like, I don't know.
Maybe they tried to lose. But they just But that one,
bro, they kicked the field goal. They were losing the game. I remember they were down like 12-11. They definitely like won the game. So,
or maybe Vegas. I mean, that's
Vegas team, right? If you're Pete Carroll and you know you're about to get fired, you're like, guys, let's just go out there and like ruin the job for the next guy. Like, fuck it, let's just have some fun. Tom Brady's like, hey Pete, you can kind of just chill out this game. You don't really have to do anything. No. Let's actually go out there and like giving him speech and shit. Like, let's get out there.
Yeah, the front office probably.
Like, bro, what are you doing?
No, yeah, the Raiders. That was actually one of those ones that made up for me for the Bears one. So.
Yeah, Raiders. I did not see that one coming. I was shocked. Steelers Ravens again.
That was a good game, man.
Another one where Steelers won the first game. The Steelers won the first game. Because I remember it was like a couple of weeks ago where Aaron Rodgers looked like he was. The referees definitely stole the game from the Ravens, but Aaron Rodgers was looking good. So I was like, okay, Ravens should kind of. I was kind of leaning Steelers initially, but then I was like, you know what? Lamar's coming back. They have all their guys. They did lose the first game. Okay, Ravens should kind of do their thing and get this one, get in the figure it out. Steelers, no DK Metcalf. We saw what Aaron Rodgers looked like last week without him. Valdez, Scantling, I'm like, bro, I've never seen just a guy just be like, nah, I got you, you're my guy. Threw to him every single time. The guy missed every. I'm like, yeah, no DK Metcalf. You can't do it. All they had was TJ Watt. Somehow, some way, that's all they needed. So this was, I heard people saying this was like the best NFL game of all time and all kinds of stuff, but
nah. There was a couple other games this season.
Entertaining. I mean, Lamar Jackson, like, what didn't he do for you? What didn't he give you?
Man, this would be a cool topic, like rating, like the top games this season, because it was a great entertaining season. So it'd be cool to go back and be like, because there was a couple that Seahawks Bills, was it Bills? A couple weeks back. Was it like double overtime? But
no, Rams Seahawks a couple weeks ago.
Okay,
that Thursday night game.
The thing with this game, though, right? And the reason why I saw it, because I didn't see, I was with you. Going off of the equation, it's like, okay, the Ravens should win. But what did I say the last time we talked about Lamar Jackson? Man, the people have spoken. They giving up on your boy. Because every time he gets to the promised land, he's like Moses. He doesn't see it. Something happens. He's like, oh, I can't. And it happens again. It happens again. It happens again, man. Like, come on, bro. Can you bring one back?
No. You can't.
Can you bring one out for the streets? Can you bring? Oh, just like last season, we couldn't blame him because what's his name dropped it in the end zone. Like,
yeah, you remember Toss? Remember the channel? Remember Toss shared that like little chart or whatever. Lamar's name is not on that chart. It's always some random ass guy who's like a role player. Like Lamar Jackson. If you go back and just look at his highlights, you go on YouTube. It's like Lamar Jackson highlights. It's just him, bro. There was one play where like literally 3 guys to tackle him at one time. He ducks, gets past every guy, and throws a 50-yard touchdown pass. Guy catches it one hand on his chest and walks it in.
You got to get out of Baltimore. I mean, at this point, you got to tell the people. You got to tell the people of Baltimore, hey, there's something wrong in this city. Ray Lewis there is a curse on this city since Ray Lewis has left. I cannot stay here. I've done everything. You guys can go back to the tapes, but I'm trying to win in my career. So it's like, come on, bro. I can't.
They just fired the
coach. That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't. I was like, I can't trust these guys. I can't.
They just fired the coach, so
Aaron Rodgers. That's crazy.
Who they're gonna keep.
That's crazy. Aaron Rodgers. Hey, we'll see. If anything, I'd rather see Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs right now than the Ravens, because we already know what the Ravens. That's why it was like you kind of already knew what was going to happen in this situation.
Bro, but you know, honestly, when you look at the Ravens roster, you can kind of say like, bro, this is the coach. How the you have who's the running back? I forget his name.
Sure. I mean,
bro, they're putting a crown on this guy's head. They were saying he's like I forgot where he broke like a record. I'm like, okay, you have that guy. I don't love the receivers, but Zay Flowers is good. We both know, okay, Zay Flowers, that guy's pretty good. I forgot who the other guy was. Tight end, he dropped it. The tight end is decent. Then you have Lamar Jackson, who, okay, the guy can run, the guy can pass, the guy, like, bro, then you guys have a good, decent defense. I'm like, okay.
Damn, come on, he can run, he can pass. That's all you need.
What else?
Josh Allen.
Notice that all the Ravens' mistakes, they're always in like these crunch time, like they don't know how to manage the clock. Like it's just always these little. It's not really Lamar Jackson's fault. I'm like, bro, like it's your job. The kicker makes a kick. It's like, bro, like instead of us just running the ball with Henry, you chose to spot it and go for like.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, it is kind of like. The coach is more an influence on the game in football than it is in basketball. Like when you're playing Madden compared to 2K, right? You're not making plays you set your play, hey, team play a zone, play whatever, and you leave it up to your players to make those freestyle plays. Like, oh, let me set the screen, let me do this. Football, it's like, all right, you're gonna run this route. Like you can't make no read. Like you can't change no. I can tell you, I did call audible. Like so, it's like okay, well. Coach said run straight. I'm just gonna run. So yeah, it is kind of different. But I mean, there's got to be Lamar, you got to be like, man, nah, don't even turn off the mic. Turn off the mic.
What was funny about this season was like every big Ravens game, this is how it ended. Remember the first game of the season against the Bills?
Yeah.
Bro, these dudes are up 2 touchdowns on the Bills, and all of a sudden, Josh Allen comes back 16 points to like, bro, what? How? I like Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was making some throws, bro. I was like, God damn, like,
yeah.
If I'm the Jets watching that game, I'm just like, nigga, why did you do that to me? Imagine you have a girlfriend and then like she's not that cute or whatever, and she's just basic, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know what, let's go our separate ways. And then you see her with somebody like Eli, and she's all like slim. She's in the gym. She's like, doing the most. And I'm just like, why did you do that for me? Bro, Aaron Rodgers made some throws where I was just like, damn, that was a crazy tight window. Aaron Rodgers, he still got it. The two guns. He's the captain now. He's graybeard.
I mean, it's a different team. You gotta. The Steelers are. This is a championship.
Bro, name a receiver on the Steelers right now. Go ahead. Who played in that game?
Man, I know his name, bro.
DK Metcalf won't bear. This man was throwing to tight ends. He was throwing to truckers.
Nah, there's I forgot his name. He was on my fantasy last season. I picked him up off the waivers.
He's throwing to some pretty washed up players. Like he's throwing to people. I'm like, who's
waiver? Yeah, waiver wire receivers. Yeah,
but yeah. So if you objectively watch that game, you can be like, oh yeah, this is not really Lamar Jackson's fault. This guy he had crazy fantasy numbers. Like the guy was balling out. Like he was giving them the chance to win, but kicker missed a 40-yard kick. So I feel bad for him. Like maybe it was the coach's fault. I don't know, but like something's wrong with that team.
I'll leave, man. I'll go to. There's a lot of teams who need a quarterback, man.
What do you think? They were saying that he should go to the Vikings. Do you think that would have been a good move?
Man, here's what I'll say: either go to the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons, just for the sake of you got what's his name over there, the running back. He's nice.
I like Atlanta.
And you just keep on the Michael Vick, legacy. Before you go out.
It's an interesting one.
So Atlanta, or the most obvious choice, bring Bro out here to the West Coast. Bring Lamar Jackson to the Rams. Stafford on his way out. Stafford on his way out. Come on, let go of that dude. Y'all ain't gonna go for it. You're
doing good with Atlanta, bro. You're doing.
That's what I said first. That's what I said first choice. First choice, Atlanta.
Bro, your second choice was to swap him for the probable MVP of the year.
Bro, he's not going to last. He is on his way out. I know you're a fan, so it's hard. This is an emotional.
Here's what you're not understanding. When you win MVP, that means you're playing your best football, like out of everybody.
No, that just means it's really close right now, and there's no definitive.
No, look at his stats. He is way better than Lamar Jackson.
Even if I don't even know if he might not get it. He might not get it after.
He's definitely gonna get it. He has way more. The man threw like 5 touchdowns. He has 10 more touchdown passes than the next guy. It's over. Let me see. Maybe where you messed up was like you probably should have said Arizona. Like that might have been a better.
No, choice. Don't go there. Don't go there.
Kyler Murray, take out Kyler Murray.
Sure, there's an available spot. Sure, there's an available spot, but don't go to the. I'm talking about if I'm Lamar Jackson.
Cardinals have actually been in the Super Bowl before. Cardinals have actually won a Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh, what was that? Kurt Warner? Yeah, what was his name on there? Come on, man, that was like years, man. No.
Because the Cardinals always have good. They always have good teams. Like, come on, bro.
Go to Atlanta Falcons, or I'm saying, come out here to the West Coast where it's sunny. You can't get. I'm just saying that in the sense of you want to come to California. You don't want to go.
I'm just saying, Arizona would have been interesting. Vikings would be interesting.
Or if you want to be straight up, if not any of those teams, go to the Raiders.
Raiders.
Lamar Jackson on the Raiders.
No, I just going to the Raiders like going to the Jets. You might as well just retire. You might as well just.
They're trying to look for some. They're trying to look for some. I just mean like in a sense of you trying to go to a team that is trying to look for we need that box office.
No, you're on your way out. If you still want to be relevant, you got to go to. There's only like maybe a handful of teams you can actually go to and still be like relevant in the league. Raiders and Jets are just not those teams. So, yeah, Vikings would be good because Justin Jefferson, Vikings would immediately be like a Super Bowl contender if Lamar Jackson were just on the team.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
I think. Well, he's probably not going to go anywhere, but we'll see. But yeah, it was a crazy season. A lot of very entertaining but stupid games. Nobody knows what a catch is anymore. We saw very different definitions of what a catch actually is. So that was interesting. But now we've made it to the playoffs. Every team has a winning record in the NFL all of a sudden. Every team is fucking 11-6, which is insane.
Well, there's some teams that are out. For sure.
Yeah, but there's a lot of teams that are literally 11.
They're just close. Yeah. Which is cool.
which is, yeah, it was interesting. All of a sudden, when betting is super popular, all the teams are basically the same. No dominant team.
Crazy. That is crazy.
Okay, so Saturday, we have 2 Saturday games. Now, I've been saying this in the chat. I don't know why this is, but it is a thing. All the games before Sunday have the same result. The NFL's been doing this where if you can be patient, just see how the first game plays out, the second game's almost a lock to be exactly the same outcome. So the favorite covered the spread in the first game, probably going to cover the spread in the second game. If the underdog covered the spread in the first game, probably going to cover the spread in the second game. It's just how it goes for whatever reason. I don't expect the playoffs to be any different. So I was talking to Tosper about this last night. He's like, yo, got a feeling about the Panthers, man. Got a feeling. And I was just like, damn.
Anything can happen. But no. I think he's trying to get to you. Obviously, his team is playing right after yours. He's nervous. He's trying to, deflect that nervousness onto you.
You know what's interesting? When we were talking last night, the only reason I was really kind of on his side a little bit, getting kind of nervous, was because so obviously the Rams are the favorites. Rams are pretty heavy favorites here.
Yeah.
But yesterday, the Bears were the favorites. And we all know that the Packers are just a better team than the Bears. And so that's why I was like, okay, if I'm right about my, both games are going to go the same way. If the Rams are going to win, technically, as of yesterday, the Bears would have had to win too because they're both favorites. Yeah. But now that the Packers are the favorites,
you think Packers are going to
win? I mean, let's just forget this game. Let's just say we don't know because this is the most rug pull game of all time. Because 80% of people are on the Rams. In terms of like if the NFL were going to flip any game or control it, manipulate any game, it's going to be this game.
It would be that game? Okay.
Just because like 90% of people are on the Rams.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So the one game that's actually like kind of like a coin flip is this game here.
Which is
so fair. Now it's like, okay, who's going to win? Packers, Bears, storied rivalry. First of all, the Bears have never been to the playoffs. I can't even remember last time they've been in the playoffs. Second of all, the Packers were dominating both games, including the last one that the Bears won in overtime because of some bullshit. So the chances of the Bears, even though they're at home, it's their first time, new coach, Caleb Williams finally learned how to play quarterback at the NFL level. It's all good. Packers rested Jordan Love, rested all their good players. They know the Bears. They dominate the Bears every single time. They have the most playoff experience. They have the more veteran quarterback. And straight up, they're just better than the Bears. The chances of the Bears, like if the Bears actually won this game, everybody would be surprised. Everyone would be celebrating, like, damn, the Bears are finally turning that corner. If the Packers win, everyone's going to be like, yep, I mean, Caleb still needs to, but hey, you guys did a great season. Hey, let's you got participation trophy. Like, at least you guys. So I think the Packers are going to win this game. The fact that the spread is so tight at 1 point lets you know that it's going to be a close game. It also lets you know that the NFL is not going to make a lot of money on – basically, they're going to make a lot of money on the spread because it's going to be pretty split. It's going to be pretty even. So there's no need to rug pull this. Whoever wins the game is going to win the spread as well. So, yeah, I think the Bears will be favorited because they're probably the healthier team. They have more of their star players and shit. But the Bears are also the team that went down 16-0 against the Lions. Just this past Sunday.
Yeah.
To Jared Goff. And so the Bears do have more talent, but they don't have skill. Like, they're not a smart team yet. So I do think that Packers win this game. So if Packers are going to win this game and they're the favorites now, guess who's going to win the other game as the favorites? And another thing with the Rams, the Rams lost the first game that they played against the Panthers. I don't even know if you remember that. But Bryce Young, like, I don't know why Matthew Stafford is randomly throwing pick sixes. Rams end up losing that game by like 3 points. I
Oh,
remember.
in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, like maybe like a month ago or so. Rams already lost to the Panthers. So now you're telling me that the Rams are going to get swept. The Rams with the MVP, one of the best run defenses. Devontae Adams is coming back. Puka Nacua is probably the receiver of the year, offensive player of the year this season. Super Bowl winning coach, actually. You're telling me that team is going to lose to a quarterback his first time in the playoffs, a guy that we thought was a bust last year. His running back is the Cowboys running back from last year. They have no receivers that we can name. That dude is going to come in his first playoff game and beat the Rams?
My rebuttal will usually be, hey, this is playoffs, anything can happen, blah blah blah. But this is a different situation in the sense that this season has been close. So you're going to have powerhouse teams that are in a seed. It's going to be like, oh damn, like how did I end up matched up with these guys? Oh, where they're actually lower. It's like having the Lakers and their fourth seed. It's like, damn, how y'all fourth seed? Now you guys are going to beat all the other teams, but it's like, oh, we just fell in fourth seed. Oh well, it's like, okay, so it's been so close that a powerhouse team can be, so it just happens to be Panthers. They might end up losing. They were probably thinking, oh, okay, we might get somebody, it's wild card. We might get someone easy. It's like, oh no, it's top heavy. So it doesn't matter who, you guys just might lose. So we'll see though. I still have that, mindset of anything can happen, but I mean, Rams, they're just too good. They're too good.
I will give the Panthers the same thing I gave them that first time that they beat us. They will have the spread.
I don't know
why? I think the spread right now, I think it's like about 70-30. So 30% of people are taking the Panthers spread. Hey, you guys can have it. Cool. Y'all can have the spread. We'll just take the dub, right? Great season. Thank you guys for showing up. Participation trophy. You know what I'm saying? Like Bryce Young, I'm glad you're not a bust. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from the baddies, but glad you're not a bust. Congratulations. Welcome to the NFL. You're a respectable quarterback. But yeah, Rams are not going to cover, but they will win this game. We're not getting swept by the Panthers, bro. It's just not going to happen. You guys lost, right? You guys are 6-6. Come on, bro. This isn't Disney Channel. This isn't Make a Wish.
Sounds right. Yeah, sounds right.
So I got Saturday. I got Rams. Now, Rams can still cover. This is one of those things where, like, if you're gonna play the spread, you got to wait till halftime to see like how it's actually shaking out. But I wouldn't even mess with it. Just don't even the odds for this like minus 600 on the Rams. It's like it's not even really worth playing it unless you're gonna do the Panthers cover. I would just only wait for the Rams to win. If the Rams do win, they do their thing. This game becomes very obvious. Because now both favorites should just do their thing. And we all go home happy. Bills, Jaguars, I mean,
nah, it's wild card. This is the playoffs. Like we can't be saying, oh, it's an upset. Like, no, Bills.
Well, it's -1. It's a 1-point spread, so they're expecting a close game. The Jaguars technically won their division. They technically have a better record. They technically have I don't know if they have a better team, but they are the home team.
Again, same thing with the Panthers, Rams. Top heavy. You just ran into what? The Bills? I thought you guys were championship contender. Oh, sorry, we just okay. Well, good season, guys.
What are you saying? Are you going
saying
with the Bills?
Yeah, I mean, you have to. There's no 1 point. No, it's not close. It's over.
Honestly, dude, I saw Trevor Lawrence march into the Denver Broncos, supposedly the best defense in the NFL, and put up like, video game numbers on them.
Come on, man.
Like they're like the only team that beat the Broncos at home this season.
There's got to be one team. I mean, one team.
Here's the narrative in my head. most people are saying like, oh, there's no Patrick Mahomes, and there's no Lamar Jackson, and there's no Joe Burrow. Okay, well, Josh Allen.
No, Joe Burrow. The next guy is Josh Allen.
Bro, Joe Burrow actually made it to the Super Bowl. How many times did Josh Allen go to the Super Bowl?
Joe Burrow, the Bengals.
Yeah.
When did he make it to the Super Bowl?
Against the Rams.
Oh, we already.
Yeah, he made it. And guess who he beat to get to the Super Bowl?
No.
Patrick Mahomes. So Joe Burrow is
and how many Super Bowls does Patrick Mahomes have since?
Oh, come on, bro. I think he did win one after. I think he did win 2023 or something like that.
That's Burrow is not again. That's one of those things. Somebody has to do it, just like the.
Well, Josh Allen's never done it. That's my point.
Exactly. So he's the next guy. He's the only guy.
Okay, hold that thought. You, like all the other casuals out there, are all thinking that, like, oh, this is his time, and that's why. And that's why I'm saying rug pull. I feel like this is a great narrative to be like, okay, we're gonna rug pull Josh Allen now.
I'm thinking the same thing, but again, it's wild card. We can't just put in, oh, well, what happened last time? Or we have to put in these guys' mindsets. Now, unless we're saying Josh Allen is one of those guys who's going to be like, all right, yeah,
I don't have a problem with it. My thing with Josh Allen is like, I don't like
you. Mahomes, like you said, Mahomes out. Lamar Jackson out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, okay, Burrow out. Okay, the only guy, okay, I'm going to go get it. Oh, we got the Jaguars? What's Vegas saying? Oh, we have to keep it close? Nah, I'm blowing these guys out. I just got married to I'm having a kid on the way. I'm blowing these guys out.
That's the mindset. I'm kind of with you. The only thing I don't like about the Bills is, number one, whenever it's a big game, these dudes get down by 21 points.
Sure. Yeah.
All of a sudden, this guy just starts.
And he has to come back. Yeah.
So that gets kind of iffy sometimes. Number two, the narrative right now with Josh Allen is, does he have enough help? So I feel like this is a perfect spot for him to lose the game, and not really because of him, but because legitimately he doesn't really have any stars on the team. Name some other people besides Josh Allen on the team that you know.
But you're gonna say the Jaguars the Jaguars are it's not like they're against the Eagles or the Patriots yet.
But it's not like the Jaguars are trash. The
Jaguars are trash. I'm not saying they're trash. I'm just saying you're here. You had the whole season. You're not going to lose now. You've played teams better than the Jaguars in prior seasons to get further. So you're not going to lose now. That's just how I see it. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I would.
At first, I was thinking if there's going to be a game to be a rug pull, this would be the game.
Yeah.
But that's why I was like, it's wild card though. We can't be thinking
let me look at this. Let me look it up because
even post game, I'm like, come on, man. Is it they're trying to make it obvious,
No. I think that depending on how America plays this will determine if it's going to be a rug pull. If it's kind of even split, then probably not going to be a rug pull. But if it's not, if it's everyone's jumping on the Bills, then it's definitely going to be a rug pull. Okay, so right now, it's just kind of split. Money line is 56% Bills on the money line. The spread is 63% for the Jaguars. So technically, most people are leaning Bills here, but the odds are pretty close. I would put my money on the Jaguars. I would take the Jaguars with the points, the +1.
Straight up on the spread,
just because. Not straight up. No, I would take them with the points. I would say maybe they lose by 3 points or something like that. That's if you're betting money, it's just a safer play. Because this game is probably going to be because the Jaguars technically I think their record is
and they're home. I think that's why.
I
think that's why because they're at home.
Yeah, they're at home. They've beaten a lot of good teams. Their team legitimately is more complete than the Bills.
That's probably what's close to it.
So yeah, and then the narrative is already built in that Josh Allen doesn't have enough talent or doesn't have enough help.
That's
So I
been
could
the story.
already
Yeah.
see that just being like the thing and like the
That's
media
what it gets.
running with that.
Yeah.
Whereas if he
It's
does
fair.
win this game,
He's got to carry. He's got to carry
yeah.
throughout the whole to win. I don't think they're going to win the. I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I do feel like if he's got to prove himself, he's got to carry, and you're not going to lose the first game. You're not. You can't. If you do, then it's like all right. Bro, like,
yeah, you would think that. This might be one of the better games of the day, to be honest.
Again, the NFL is not missing right now. You can't. You could just make a storyline with it's just they're not missing right now.
If you want to be safe, take the Jaguars +3. Like, because there's just no reason to like take the Bills, especially when the spreads are the betting lines are so tight. Like, why would you take the extra risk of just being like, Josh Allen's going to do it again? Okay, Niners, Eagles. I don't know if they played each other in the season yet, but this seems like an obvious Eagles win.
I was going to say this is more of a rug pull than the Jaguars win.
Really?
Only because the Niners, only because the Eagles are at home. The other one, it would make, like you said, it would make Bills are away. If they lose, it's like, But this one is more like, oh, yeah, the Eagles, they won the Super Bowl. But Niners haven't. I know they lost this week or last week, whatever. But again, this last week of the season, trying to rest some guys. Niners are not bad. Niners, they started off kind of slow, but they've been, they're here for a reason. McCaffrey is still, killing it. Every time you see him play, it's McCaffrey. So Niners, I know they got some injuries still, but I mean, Eagles could, wipe the floor with them, but Niners are not, compared to the Bills, Jaguars, Niners are not, they're actually really good,
Well, Niners just lost to the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Days ago. Eagles rested players. So that matters. Eagles are at home. That matters because Eagles have like the worst weather, so them being at home is kind of an advantage for them. And then the last thing I'll say is the Niners overachieved this year. The Eagles underachieved. The Niners have so many injuries that I feel like it's finally going to catch up to them in this game.
Okay.
Now they've been playing great, go gadget, defender, getting random guys.
Yeah. It's been random.
Scheming all kinds of crazy defenses, and I feel like that this finally catches up to them. Now you guys are playing the Super Bowl champs at home. You kind of need talent. Like you kind of need like
Eagles been playing like a totally deflated, different type of team. But yeah, they are the Super Bowl champs. We'll see if they turn it on. But they don't look like that. For me to be like, man, I don't know. That means, y'all ain't been.
Watch. I think this is going to be this might be the biggest spread of the day. The minus 4.5 at home. I can see Saquon just taking off. AJ Johnson, all of a sudden, AJ Brown is they're healthier, they have more talent, they're at home, they're coming off a Super Bowl win. It just seems like this is the obvious Eagles get it done. How is McCaffrey by himself?
I know. I know we're going off of. I don't know. We'll see. Because you do have to factor in. This is wild cards. This is playoffs, right? So it's like, oh well, one of these games had one underdog, or there has to be one upset. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Jaguars.
Okay. I think all three take care of business. I think all the favorites win.
I think Eagles take care of business. I think Jaguars come up with the first upset. And then Chargers, Patriots, the primetime game.
That's a good game.
You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, whatever the Ravens are smoking during primetime games, Chargers are like, give me some of that. Pass the joint. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe,
Like
maybe.
now the only thing is like Drake May, he's not a rookie, but it's his first time in the playoffs, new team. Supposedly like best team in the NFL, you know, supposedly some people would say. Patriots have always had the Chargers number. In every single era, they've had the Chargers number. Patriots are favorites here at home. Uh, Chargers did rest their quarterback. Chargers don't really have crazy talent, but I wouldn't necessarily say Patriots have crazy talent either. So I feel like the teams are probably more evenly matched than the two brands names seem. And so, but I feel like at the end of the day, the Chargers are going to charge it, and the Patriots are going to Patriot. Patriots. I'm not going to say they have a better defense, but it's just like I just trust them not to do something stupid late. Like I would be really surprised if the Chargers somehow went into New England and pulled off some bullshit. Like I would just really be shocked if that happened.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be disappointed, you know, because it would be a
These
very.
are two teams, right? So you got to be torn.
How could I like both of these teams? There's no way. How can you be a Patriot and a Charger fan? I don't know. But yeah. Patriots, yeah. Patriots should win. I mean, they got a lot of weight on their
Who are you
shoulders.
going for though? Who you putting your money on though?
I already told you Patriots. I said all the favorites should win. All the favorites should win.
Okay,
At least
all the favorites. All the favorites. Okay.
If there is gonna be one upset, I don't think it's gonna be Bills and Jaguars. I think it's gonna be Niners over Eagles.
Now let's just go backwards for a quick second. All the favorites can't win. We have about 6 games.
Oh well, if you're adding Sunday.
Yeah, we have to.
Well,
so
then,
here's the thing. 2 underdogs have to win.
No, not 2.
No, I'm telling you. No, I'm telling you. Like, if there's 6 games,
we only have
need
5
2 underdogs to win.
There's only 5 that we got.
No, there's 2 here. There's 3 here. There's 3 on Sunday, and there's 1 on Monday.
Okay. We didn't see. Okay. Okay, I see.
So we need 2 teams to lose. So out of all these games, what 2 underdogs you see winning? Rams, Panthers.
Bears. For me, it's Bears over Packers.
You got Bears. Okay, Bears. You said every favorite's winning these games, right?
Yeah.
So then you got.
So originally, yeah, I would have 1 out of those 5. I'd have 1 underdog, but you said we need 2 if we have 6. So
the only other one you hear is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, so I would take Steelers over Texans. Aaron Rodgers looks so great, right? Aaron Rodgers, so beat the Texans in. Beat the Texans in. Let's see. I'll put my money on Rodgers just to see him. Like, okay,
you know what's funny about this game? This is kind of wild. The betting, the money line for this game right now is it's a minus 170 for the Texans, but 70% of the public is on the Texans, and the line is only at minus 70. And if you look over here, they're giving us minus 3. Why would they give minus 3.5 here, but over here they give minus 3? When the most common score for a game to end by is within 3 points. So why would a bookmaker put 3-point spread when the most logical way for the game to end would be within 3 points? Why wouldn't they just do 3.5 points like that? They did over here.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, Steelers.
I do like Steelers as the other underdog pick. It makes sense. I just like the Jaguars actually. Jaguars and Steelers are the 2 teams I like.
Oh yeah.
Dog picks.
Okay. It's going to be a interesting weekend. So.
No, if the Chargers somehow pull this off, it'd be incredible.
Just
Now, another reason why I think the Patriots are going to win this game, for the narrative, for the headlines of Drake May might win MVP. If he loses first round, that whole narrative of who's going to win MVP, it stops.
That's true.
So just narrative-wise, he's not going to lose this game. Like, the NFL is just not going to let that happen. We need as much, notoriety, headlines as possible. So I think we keep Drake May alive. The Niners have no talent. They can't compete with the Eagles if they have a straight-up game. This is where the money hits the road. Josh Allen, they've been saying he doesn't have enough talent. They've been saying he has to carry the load too much. This is where he starts to get a little tired. And Trevor Lawrence, the guy everybody wrote off, the guy everyone said, like, he's a bust. He's not. The guy comes in and cooks.
Who said that? Who said that? No one said. Trevor Lawrence is cool. Everyone likes Trevor Lawrence.
Now he's cool.
He's hurt.
He's
just been getting hurt. They try to put him in too early when he should be, still on injury. He gets hurt again. It's unfortunate. But they've been surprising. But again, I don't think they're that team, like one of those surprising, scary teams. They're just like, oh, okay, they got better. It'll be interesting to see them in the next couple years. But this year, no.
And then the last game, as you said, Houston Texans. Houston Texans have been the hottest team in the NFL the last month or so. They coming into a Pittsburgh Steelers team where old man Aaron Rodgers. I don't even know if DK Metcalf's going to play this game. Greatest defense we've seen in a long time, or whatever. 2 black head coaches. Very interesting story. Aaron Rodgers absolutely just cooks CJ Stroud. I would not be surprised if that happened. Aaron Rodgers is just better than CJ Stroud in every way possible. Their running back, I don't know where they got that guy from, where they found him, the waiver wire, Gainwell. This guy is running like he's Marshawn Lynch. I like some of the Steelers randomly got some. They actually got some people off the waiver wire. Adam Thielen used to be on the Vikings, white boy receiver. The guy is just solid. He knows how to run routes. He's solid. Their tight ends, solid. Valdez-Scantling. He's not your go-to guy, but as a second option dude, he's gonna do his thing. And then what do the Houston Texans like to do? They're gonna try to blitz. Aaron Rodgers, what is he good at? Getting the ball out of his hands really, really fast. So I think Rodgers is gonna have a really great game and kind of remind people y'all forgot I was good. You guys really thought I'm not still that dude. So I do see the Steelers winning this one. I like the Jaguars to win their game, narrative-wise. I cannot see the Packers losing to the Bears more than one time in a season. Just doesn't make sense. Rams, we already lost the Panthers. I doubt we're going to get swept by a team that was 6-6. That's the team we're going to lose to. And they just lost. They lost a game and got into the playoffs. They got bailed out, lottery ticket into the playoffs. And that's the team we're about to lose to. With an MVP as a quarterback and 2 all-time receiver and greatest head coach of all time. Come on, bro.
They might choke.
Bills, Josh Allen forgets to put on a Superman cape. Eagles, too much talent. Another MVP quarterback over here, Patriots. And Aaron Rodgers with an equally good defense and just better quarterback play. Literally edges it out, probably by a field goal against the Houston Texans. And they're at home. So, welcome to the NFL, CJ Stroud. He beat the Chargers last year in the playoffs, in the wild card game. Guess what, bro? This ain't the Chargers. This ain't your mama's house, boy. This is the real shit. So, yeah, welcome. Congratulations. You guys overachieved with your 0% offense team. Literally no great receivers, no running backs, no anything. And somehow you guys won all these games. Great. Well, we do that too. We are that. You guys played like that. We are that. You're not going to out defense us. We're the Pittsburgh Steelers. It just so happens that we have a generational quarterback now. And so it's a wrap. It was cute. You guys had a cute season. Hope you guys wear the all red outfits again, because it's gonna be a bloodbath, bro. But yeah, it should be a fun. This is probably the best week of playoffs. After this, the games are gonna get kind of probably a little less entertaining, a little less interesting, a little more obvious who's about to win the games and stuff, and make that run.
Less, more obvious. I don't know, man. I think they're still. I mean, we still need to see the Bills Patriots. We still need to see the Rams and the who are they going to play? They're going to have to run into the Seahawks, right?
Let me see.
Shit. If the Niners beat the Eagles, then, well, to be honest, if Niners run to Rams, I give the Rams the Niners. So, but yeah.
I mean, I don't know who they play next, but
yeah, because they're in
I
the same.
like wild card. They call it wild card weekend for a reason, because there's going to be two upsets. Hopefully, we called them right. I may put some money down on the ones that I called. But yeah,
I'm taking the Bears. Hopefully, they don't fail me like last week. But yeah,
when let's just say if I'm correct on this pre-Sunday games and the Rams and the Packers both cover, I'm gonna send you the ticket. Like, hey man. You know what I've been doing? You know what I've been doing though? I'll actually put in two bets. I'll put in one bet where it's like, okay, if the Rams are gonna lose, both underdogs should win. So now it's like, all right, I'll take Panthers and Bears on a ticket, and then I'll have one ticket where it's like both of the favorites, and I'll like hedge it a little bit. And therefore, like, if I'm wrong, I still make a little bit of money or don't lose as much. So yeah, that can be interesting. Let us. Do you want to talk about anything about the NBA right now? I feel like the most exciting thing right now for the NBA is
no NBA right now, man. We're all focused on NFL, right? NFL's on the way out. Once that's over, NBA will have full shine. We'll be right there. But I mean,
no, I feel like NBA right now is a lot of trade rumors. It's not so much like playoff seeding or whatever. It's more like who's going to make a move, who's going to make the All-Star game, that type of stuff.
I don't know. I'm starting to feel that fatigue, NBA fatigue, as in like, yeah, it's a long season. Like,
just started.
Yeah, but in the meantime, like it's still, I don't know. You can miss a couple games, a month of games, and be like, come back and be like, oh, okay, what's been going on, and you're back in. As to where NFL is like, nah, it's so fast paced. Like every week, it's like, no, I have to see you got to see what's going on. So, yeah, NBA I haven't really been. I check in.
The NFL script writers are definitely better. I'll say that.
It's not even about that. I don't even like that. I don't even like that. But it's just the way that's become. But it's just NFL actually. Yeah, it's been more entertaining, I guess. Storylines, I guess, but the games too. NBA, could they do that? They do that. They do that. In the playoffs, I'm locked in. I mean, NBA playoffs. There's nothing better than that. But
basically, what you're saying is that the NBA regular season don't matter.
That's not that it doesn't matter. Just they got to make it more. I get the players now, in a sense. Because we're in an era where they're like, oh, I don't want to play 82 games, full court. And I'm like, yeah, I would have wanted every 82 games. If everyone isn't going hard, nah. You go, like when you go to play like hoop in the gym, and you're like, man, I'm coming to hoop today, and it was like, oh yeah, we just gonna play 21. You're like, we just play? Nah, man, let's play a game. Like let's run full court. Like what you mean 21? Like so I get it. I'm like, some people, you got Jaylen Brown going off, but it's like, yeah, man. I mean, why not? Who else is? There's no one else. So that's the thing. I'm like, NBA does have to do something about that, but it is what it is. If we got to reduce the games, I used to be against it. but that's a fan of the game. But now it's just everything's changed, betting and all that stuff. So it's
What do
like
you think?
gotta
The
change.
solution they put out there was the cup. The cup was supposed to
The
be.
cup is dumb. Cup is dumb, stupid. It's still it's still scripts. We gotta eliminate. That's what I'm saying. Like now with the whole betting stuff, it's kind of hard. It's now like I do get the players because some people like you got people saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do my unders," or it's like, damn, refs, behind it, teams. Oh, just lose this game. I need y'all to lose. Like we're trying to go into lottery, or it's like, let's go back to the old school basketball where it's like Jordan, Bert, like niggas is playing to see who's the best. Like I'm the best in this. Like let's run it. Like now it's just like, man, I'm trying to get my
There's
numbers.
a little, Anthony Edwards. I feel like him and
Yeah,
Shea have a little
a
thing.
little. No,
When people are playing
even
the
that.
Thunder, I noticed they actually like give a fuck when they're playing the Thunder. Like, oh, we're
If
playing the
they're,
Thunder. Yeah, like
yeah, yeah,
Russell Westbrook. I was like, they played him in like a couple weeks ago. Russell Westbrook, he's hitting threes. He's like doing his shit, like doing his emotes and shit. I'm like, damn, like Russell
yeah. But,
Westbrook.
but But you
Like,
see,
what?
but you see when players really want to play, the intensity. You see how it gets entertaining. It's the best. I think it's better than football. Honestly, I mean, it's you got a
Yeah,
bunch of people in,
depending
So,
on how it goes.
but it's
KD,
just like,
KD,
but can we? Yeah, when he played the Suns last night, was it last night? He hit the
that
game
was
winner.
one. I feel like KD is he's like entering his Mamba mentality like era because he's like, oh, Bruce Brown, you try, yeah, and then like after the media is like, hey, KD, you and Bruce Brown, you guys cool? Like, what was all that? He's like, oh, he knows what that was. Oh yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. That's what I'm saying. See the NBA can do it. The players can do it on their own. Like that's the thing. Like NFL, they got some writers in the back right now. They're making the NFL players say certain. They're like, oh, say the NBA, like the players make
Yeah,
the storylines. Like the player does something, and then the writers going, oh yeah, this is let's run with this. So it's like when the NBA is really when the players are on, the NBA is cool, but right now it's just like nobody's being serious. The whole Giannis thing, he was like dunking at the end of the game. The Bulls got mad. They're like, man, why are you dunking at the end of the game? He's like, man, our team's trash. We trying to make it to the playoffs. I'm trying to win there. I'm trying to put some fire into my team. If I have to dunk at the end of the game to let them know like I'm serious, I'm gonna do whatever. They're like, oh man, you get people are like, all right, that's some real shit, Giannis. I'm like, okay. That mean, but not everyone's trying to. So I'm like,
I
man,
like it. I like the dunking at the end of the game. I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, I got my attention too. I'm like, oh shit. Like, Bulls,
LaMelo
like, hey,
did it.
man, try to, y'all niggas had all game to try to stop me.
And then LaMelo did it. And then LaMelo did it his on his own game at the last seconds he did. They're like, man, you just saw us tell Giannis not to do it. Now you're doing it to us. He's like, hey man, whatever Giannis said, I'm saying the same thing. We like, oh,
We don't respect y'all niggas. That's what I
like,
mean. Because you're absolutely right. Where it's like, I never thought about it, but like, yeah, because the NBA is more like we know the players, like we know all
we
the
see
characters.
their faces. We don't have
Yeah,
helmets on.
we have like a more, and so like it does give those players more stardom because the players are the stars and not the team is the star like it is in the NFL. The players have to drive the narratives. So if they're too lackadaisical, there is
It's
no
not
narrative. Like there's no
watching a
drama.
TV show, all the actors are like, yeah, they're just acting like trash. The actors are the acting's just bad. It's like, man, this show's kind of trash, bro. Like, it's a good. I get the idea, like, I get the story, but these actors just trash. It's like no one's gonna
Yeah,
watch it. Or like
yeah.
NBA
It's
is
like
like,
if you think about football, like Brown Steelers, right? Shador Sanders beat the Steelers. Think about that. But it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. The Browns fans hate this. They're like, bro, we don't care who we got at quarterback. We need to beat these. Like, our team needs to beat them. I don't care how you guys do it. We don't care. Like, it's cold. We're still out here. Like, we have to beat these dudes. And if NBA is just like, oh, Jordan's playing. Oh, Jordan's playing the Bad Boys. I gotta see this. Oh, Magic is playing Bird again. I gotta see that. Like the players actually do have to. Like, oh, the Celtics don't have anybody. but it's Lakers Celtics, but there's no stars. I mean, I'll catch the replay. I'll see the highlights. like, like you just like you need the stars to kind of create the narrative. So it is kind of weird that someone like Adam Silver will like sort of put a muzzle on someone like Ja, or like not so much that there's no fighting, but there's no like there's almost too much over policing of stuff when that's actually the thing that gets all the attention.
Yeah, yeah. Um, people just try to keep it low key because they don't want to get in trouble, obviously, or fined. Um, but yeah, I mean, again, NBA, it's been nothing crazy. Pistons, I guess that's the biggest story. Pistons really making noise now. I think they're first seed still in the East. But again, I mean, it's wide open. Not to say there's not other teams, the Knicks, that should be up there. But yeah, Sixers obviously back doing way better. Um,
Yeah, they randomly have talent all of a sudden. Everyone's healthy, and everyone
yeah,
else, all the other teams are not healthy. So
yeah,
they're
Jalen
looking.
Brown shining. Without Tatum, he's doing his thing. Again, well, nothing really until we get to the last
I think
February, March.
one thing that's one thing that sucks about the NBA right now is like legitimately the only entertaining storylines are trade rumors. Like it's a very lazy way to do like get your drama and attention, but like that's the only exciting news to talk about is like, oh, Trey Young, you heard his agent's trying to look for that trade. It's like, okay, well that is it. Like, what team should he go to? Like, like should he go
Not
to
to
nobody on it?
say, not to say, and I'd have to go back and see, but there have been. I know right now the whole craze is, oh, the NFL. This is the most entertaining NFL season. I I wouldn't say that's overshadowing. I wouldn't even say that's the majority of the credit to why NBA isn't hasn't been entertaining because it's already been on the decline. So we can't say, oh yeah, NFL's been so entertaining that's why NBA's already kind of been on the decline. But I think there's been seasons where it's just been kind of like filler. It's just kind of like, oh, we're getting this season. There's a lot of like trades and free, like a lot of contract stuff that's going to happen in the summer. So there's going to be a lot of like this season's just going to be like a throwaway, not a throwaway, but just like we're just kind of roughing up, like it's loading. So it's just kind of boring, whatever, until this summer. Then it's like, okay, there's been a lot of movement. All the trade rumors you've been hearing during the season, it's finally been made. The whole league is shaken up. This person's here, this person's here, this for the last, now it's like, oh, damn, I can't wait for the season. I can't wait for the season. I can't wait for the season start. Then the season starts. It's like, oh, all these new, so I think it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, we're kind of like in a loading, like, yeah, the Thunder, they kind of look like they're in the screen writing room, the script writing room. They're like, yeah, man, the Thunder, they got every first round pick. Like they got the best team. There's no team that can beat them. So let's just kind of load. Where's Wimby right now on the Spurs? Yeah, let's try and get someone else on his team, but we can't do that right now. Maybe we have to wait for next season.
I
So
mean,
there's just a bunch of like,
you're right, but like so the NBA here's how I see it. Number one, the regular season just doesn't matter as much because of how they constructed it. Number two, the number one way you make things interesting is with trades, and you can't just do that all the time. So that's there. Number two, a lot of the more storied franchises aren't good. So now it's like, okay, Lakers aren't relevant. Like this other team's not relevant. This team's missing their
Celtics.
star players. This team's losing. So now it's like you have all these new guys on these like emerging franchises that don't have big fan bases. The games don't mean that much, and the only thing that people want to talk about is like trades for the good teams. And so it is a weird spot to be in where it's just like, hey, we don't really want like negative drama because we want to have advertisers, but also like we can't. There's really nothing we can do to make the game more entertaining. So now we're just gonna kind of just wait and hope for the
Well,
playoffs.
yeah, I think shortening the season has to be it though at this point because
You can't.
obviously
You can't do that.
I mean, obvious. Yeah, I know it kind of messes up,
There's
because
too
then
much
you have to
money
go through that.
involved with the TV deals and advertising. You can't just
Oh, you think? Hmm.
think about it. Like, someone's got to pay for all these NBC. Like, they gotta
Someone's
get the
got to
money
pay
back.
for all these, man. What you mean? That's what's wrong with it, man. We got to sell this sport. We got to mind control these, man. Let's take a break. Put some education along.
Now, here's what I would do. Here's what I would do. NBA Cup, whether you believe it or not, like the NBA Cup kind of works. The problem with the NBA Cup is it's too short. So my thing is
Yeah,
like, let's have two NBA Cups. You have your normal one that we normally do. Then after that one's over, Christmas break, once the new year starts, January, have another one. But this one, do like international teams involved. So
I
now it's
was
like,
I was kind of thinking the same thing, but more like kind of like they kind of went in that direction, but kind of how FIFA does it or soccer, I guess.
yeah,
How they
yeah,
have their
exactly.
inner tournaments or whatever, like do stuff like that. Like, and
Yeah,
it doesn't have to necessarily be East versus West. Maybe they can do East and West at the end of this, but yeah, it's kind of the same
no, I'm just
idea.
saying okay,
Yeah,
give me the best team in London, best team in Spain, best team in Africa, best team in Mexico, best team in what I'm saying, Canada. You guys are now in brackets playing against NBA teams, and now it's like,
I
you know what
mean
I'm saying?
that's a whole different thing because now that's money. They're gonna want to get paid. Um,
But
yeah,
now you have something that you have another entertainment thing going on while the NFL is still doing their thing. Because the problem is like, I'm not gonna lie, football, they're in a good spot because people care about the team. Like I care about the Rams. Like I like Stafford, but I'm a Rams fan. So like no matter who's on the team, like I'm in. And so the
see,
NFL, they're
see,
cooking for
that's why I
like
don't have a team. That's why I don't have a team. When you guys are like, oh, pick a team, I don't have a team because I was always, oh, Brady. I like Brady. Now he's not there. I'm like, I don't know. I'm always a person. I'm an
I'm trying to
entity, not
justify
like
your
a.
lack of
No,
commitment.
I'm just trying to. I'm throwing that in there just for context for the
It's not
viewers.
Brady.
For the
That's
viewers
not Brady.
context. But
Never saw you with
that's
a
exactly
Buccaneers
why.
jersey ever.
That is exact. No, no. But I was supporting Brady. I remember when he won in Tampa. I was like, that's the goat. That's the goat right there. So, but yeah, to your point. No, you're right. It's a team, So you can invest in that. If your guy isn't playing, you're probably not going
But
to
that's my
watch.
that's my whole thing.
I
So
like the
like,
Grizzlies. I like the Grizzlies, but Ja doesn't. Always doing knucklehead shit. So I'm like, I can't watch these guys. I
stop.
can't watch the Grizzlies. I can't watch these
Uh,
guys. Stop
the
playing.
NBA actually has like a very similar problem to the WNBA, but like they'll never admit it because the NBA playoffs is fairly entertaining. It absolves them of recognizing the issue, but it's the same issue that WNBA has. They have literally the same issue, where it's just like people don't necessarily care about it in the way that they think that they do. So, given that, I did see that apparently WNBA players are trying to go on strike right now, and so I don't know when their season starts, but number one, Angel Reese already said like, "Oh, I'm not playing this season." They
Man,
asked,
she don't even want to play, bro. She don't even want. She happy right now. Oh, I don't have to play. Oh yeah,
she
man,
lucky she signed to Shaq because like
bro.
Shaq can get her like any endorsement, like any advertising.
Hey, Caitlin Clark.
But yeah, she most I would say like a quarter of the WNBA players are all influencers. Like they're not even really trying to. Now think
Bro,
about it. There's like a lot, especially the
come on,
cuter
man.
one, especially the
Come on,
cuter
man.
one.
Who? No, 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 no,
Old
no,
girl from the whatever the Houston Rocket team is out there.
no,
Where she
no,
has like
no, no.
those two
How
guns.
it works? The only influencer is Angel Reese. That's the only one who came out, and that's why everyone's like, "Why are you either hoop or yeah?" Other WM players are like they're brand,
Podcaster.
they're yeah, but their faces, they have to put their face out there because they're not like the NFL where it's a team. They are their own person. They have to put themselves out there, promote themselves for their whatever deals or whatever the case is. But they're not influencers, as in like streaming and fashion. Like, oh, if
I'm
all
not saying like a traditional influencer. I'm just saying like there's some girls I look at them and I'm like, who were you dealing with? You were dealing with just like rapper guy or like the streamer kid or like that one girl, Liz Cambridge. You remember her, the Australian girl, like super tall, black girl,
yeah,
light skinned girl? Yeah. It's me. Hey guys, I'm Black Boy Max, and I'm here with Liz Cambridge. Like, yeah, and today we're gonna run the ones. Da, 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 da. I'm like, wait, what? Bro,
but
Black
yeah,
Boy
that's
Max
just
was like, this was actually a very entertaining topic for content. I'm watching a little bit of it. This girl's missing like free throws. You know what I'm saying? Like he's blocking her shot. But this girl's like literally 7 foot. And like he barely wins by 1 point. He's like, yeah, now I get to take you on a date. Yeah, right. I'm
But
like, damn.
again, they have to. I don't know, it's a different, because you don't see NBA players doing that, and if you do see an NBA player doing that, it's one of the ones who's on the bench all the time. So
Yeah, true. Now here's the thing. The WNBA came out. So the context is apparently the NBA owns the WNBA. The NBA owns a portion of it. Another portion is owned by, let's just say, outside investors. And I guess some of the owners from the NBA also own WNBA teams as well. So a lot of there's like three different people who own the WNBA. The WNBA has never made any money until last year. Now that people are starting to see profit, everybody wants a piece. The players are realizing, yo, I'm getting paid $70,000 a year to do this. We're practicing in like LA fitness gyms. Do we get treated like we're actual like athletes and stuff? They make a good point. So the WNBA comes out and they're like, yo, we hear you guys. We're gonna have the minimum salary from now on be, I think it was 250,000 a year minimum. So now the minimum before was 50,000. Now, or I think it was like maybe 70. Now the minimum is 250. If you're like a max player, you can get 1.5 million. For like a middle player, you can get 500,000. That's a big jump from where it's ever been.
I mean, they don't. I guess they don't. Yeah, sure. It may be too premature, and you lose money quick. But hey,
So they said, WNBA players said, cool story, bro, but we'll pass and we'll sit out if we have to, and whatever. Their thing that they want is not necessarily like a flat rate, like just pay me more money. They want to get paid in the same way that the NBA players get paid. So the NBA players, it's the NBA is basically owned by two entities: the players and the owners. The players split however much money the NBA makes, it's split between the players and the owners. The WNBA, the way that their revenue is split is 10% goes to the players. The other 90% is split between these other ownership groups. So now the players in the WNBA are saying like, yo, we want to restructure this. Now, if you are an owner, not a fan, not a guy just commenting on the outside, but imagine you're an actual owner. That means you get a piece of the revenue that this thing is generating, and it hasn't been making money for like since it started. It's never made any, and it's always just been a write-off for you. Now all of a sudden, last year you got a check. You're like, oh, Caitlin Clark came in. Now you're actually making money from this, and now the players are like, hey, I don't care about all that money you lost before. I want to restructure the whole thing. So now it's more like the NBA's money. And these are billionaires. These are from the J community. These are old money people. You know what I'm saying? And the players are like, yo, we need to redo everything. So you guys get less money and we get more of the money. Now, as an owner, what do you say to that?
Hey man, listen, ladies.
And as an owner, you know in your heart of hearts, you don't even watch the product.
Listen,
You don't
I
even go to games.
respect I respect, the uh the hustle off the court, but you just keep it on the court. Just keep it on the court, okay? Because I don't think you understand. And that's the thing with I don't want to make this a sexist thing, man. It's not. But actually it kind of is. It kind of is. See, the NBA brings in more money, first off. Brings in way more money to where it's like, okay, let's look at the books. We can split this. WNBA does not make enough money to be like, you know what? If we split this, we can still be comfortable. No. If you want to, yeah, Caitlin Clark did bring some numbers, eyes to the league. If you want to, you can prematurely. The NBA did it right. They went on strike, said we want more. The NBA didn't start off. They're doing what the NBA did. Again, respect. But the NBA did it. Hey, look how much money we're bringing in. They were able to do it. It made sense. They have a players' association outside, like you said, separate from the owners. So it's like, yo, we have an actual organization to where we put this stuff together. WNBA, do you guys have that? Do you guys have a players? I'm sure there's some type of committee, but it wouldn't be that big. Also, because you're not as big as the NBA. So you're not the NBA. So there's certain, you're not going to get the same money. I feel for you. You're working out at 24-hour fitnesses, LA fitnesses, whatever the case is. There should be, something where the NBA, maybe the facilities or they help out to where it's more of a, by, what's the word? Male and female, gyms or whatever, that the NBA does. Some type of system, we can, gyms for athletes, WNBA and NBA athletes, But other than that, I can't. It's too premature. If you guys want to do that, though, let's say, okay, we pay us more. I think feelings will get hurt. Feelings are going to get hurt because it's going to come down to, okay, who deserves this money? Who's bringing in the eyes? Caitlin Clark. Yeah, she gets all this money. Everyone else, nah. Oh, why is she getting? Y'all said y'all wanted. We're just making it fair. Who's bringing in the eyes? We ain't gonna. We're not gonna make it even now. Who's bringing in the eyes? Which teams are bringing in the viewers? Okay, now let's look at those teams. Okay, it's obvious who to start. Okay, yeah. So I don't think they want to do that.
So you're saying, as one of the owners of the WNBA, that you're saying, hey, I hear you guys, love to help, but unfortunately, it is what it is.
Come back in a couple years. Come back in a couple years.
I actually do agree with you, but maybe from a different perspective. Like the come back in a couple years part is what I would suggest as well. I'm like, bro, first of all, not enough of you guys even have leverage enough to even strike completely. Like if you're actually getting paid $70,000 a year,
that's what I'm saying. What are you doing?
Can you afford to take a break? Like, could you afford to just like not?
And again, I bet you the ones who are, again, there may be a committee, just how the NBA Players Association. Now there is like Jaylen Brown. Usually the top guys or the vets are at the top of the NBA committee.
Right.
Now the WNBA may have that, and like I said, if you guys want to do that, your feelings are going to get hurt. First off, there's not as many women in the league as there is men in the NBA. It's a smaller league. So who's running the committee? It's not no unheard of players. It's going to be the ones who are actually making noise in the league. So when they do, let's say that does happen, the only people who are going to get paid are the big names. The ones who are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stand with my women. What's your name? Who are you? Okay, you're going on strike. Well, go look for a job somewhere then, because you're not going to play. What else are you going to stand back on? Those higher ups. Caitlin Clark, she just had I don't know if you saw her ad. Dope ass logo, the Caitlin Clark shoes. Travis Scott in the commercial. Hey Caitlin, can you make it from here? Oh, I can make it from there. Oh, can you make it from here? I'm like, dang, that doesn't look like a strike. She cool. she's gonna be okay. So y'all don't want to do that. Y'all don't want to do that. Like you're gonna get your feelings hurt. Angel Reese, she's cool. I just saw her in some what was she do? Some Victoria's Secret.
Is she cool?
I mean, she's cool in the sense that she can be an influencer, right? She
Well, let
can
me
back
ask,
up on.
will she? No, that's what I want to ask you. Like, she's no longer like because she said, I'm not playing next season, whatever, whatever. I don't. Me personally, as like a marketer, like that seems dumb to me because I'm like, you don't understand why you're famous. You're not famous because you're cute or because you're entertaining. You're famous because you're a WNBA player doing it.
At this
You're a
point,
WNBA player who raps. You're a WNBA player who does the modeling. You're the
no,
WNBA
but
player who does.
like a couple years back, remember I said there's going to be a shift with the whole social media. There's going to be certain players who were still athletes, the Kyle Kuzmas, the Lonzo Balls, LaMelo Balls, LiAngelo Balls, but they're going to be like social media athletes. There's some in the NFL too. I can't even one who was ahead of his time, Odell Beckham Jr., social media athlete, super popular. All the rappers in all the music videos, doing everything.
Sure.
He's athletic. How many dudes we know in high school who, hey, you should go to the league, bro. Oh, in college, oh, you should. But they're like, oh man, no, I don't want to play. But they're nice though. Even now, you go to the gym, dunking on everybody. Hey man, damn, you could have been the league. Oh man, yeah, but I just work this 9 to 5. Okay, cool. I'm just an influencer. I just like to go to the bars and get bitches. Like, okay, cool. So it's just she's one of those on the WNBA side.
You mean Jackson Hayes? Aren't you supposed to be like training? Like, what are you doing here at LA Fitness talking to white bitches? Hey man, I already did my. I'm just trying to. Nigga, if you don't go back to the gym, Zion Williamson, like, bro, what are you doing here at
social media? Like big Ben Simmons, like these guys who they get big too quick, and everyone's like, oh, he's gonna be the next Magic Johnson. He's gonna be the next. It's like, bro, like chill.
Yeah, and I think that but yeah, like, but my thing is like, you should know that's what your brand is built off
they
of.
Transcended.
No,
she feels like she's but
I feel like she hasn't.
And that
have you
that
ever
in herself that in herself is her thing though, because you go to comments and people who aren't fans of Angel Reese or who don't like her like that for whatever reason. For me, it's just I don't think it's more for basketball. I'm with you. You're a WNBA player. Focus on that. Like what you doing all this extra stuff for. Other people are just like, the Nance, Nance type of Trump people. Oh, she's black, whatever I just don't like black girls, so F her. Like whatever she does is disgusting. But it's like, okay, sure. Right. You go in the comments. She thinks she's fine. She's ugly. She looks like the squirrel from Ice Age or whatever. But you see other people like, they're like, hey, respect. Oh, look at her. She's doing her thing. Like, you go, girl. Like, oh, she can be a WNBA player and be bad, like slay.
Here's the one.
That's her.
Now I hear you. I hear the one issue that is like a double-edged sword is that her mentor is Shaq. So Shaq is actually an example of a guy who actually did that shit. Like Shaq was in all the movies. Right. Apparently, when he came to the Lakers, they were like, "Yeah, man, we'll get you in Hollywood. Like, we'll get you if you just come to the Lakers." The difference is, Shaq was legitimately
dominant. He was dominant.
He was actually winning games, championships. Like, legitimately one of the best players in the league, maybe of all time. So when he's doing movies and shit, it hits different. It's not just like, oh yeah, like who's in the movie? Shaq is in the movie. It's not like, oh no, we have to go see this movie because there's an NBA player in it. That's not what people are saying. They're saying we have to go see this movie because Shaq is in the movie. And my point to you is like Angel Reese doesn't have that same.
That's all I'm saying. You think I think Caitlin Clark is fine? Nah, but I think what she's good at, playing basketball. She does great, so I'm a fan. Okay, you go out there and do your thing, so I support.
Okay, so like what you just said about Caitlin Clark, I would say like Caitlin Clark would actually have more success doing what Angel Reese is trying to do right
Movies, yeah, exactly.
now. Yeah, because she's actually like the best.
Doing what she does.
Yeah, but Angel Reese as like a glorified role player trying to be like a mogul
You're
and
trying to
whatnot.
be, yeah, exactly. It's like
It's like
do
it
what you're
doesn't
doing
hit the
first.
same. It's like, why are you here? Like, who are you? I'm the leader of Chicago's. Like, what? Caitlin Clark is like, hey guys, I'm here at the Met Gala or whatever. It's like, oh my god, Caitlin Clark's at the Met Gala. Oh my god, Caitlin Clark just dropped an album. Oh my god, Caitlin Clark is because she's the best. Like she's actually superseded the sport. Angel Reese thinks she superseded the sport, but the only way you can actually supersede the sport is if you're actually good.
It's like, yeah.
You can't just be a role player, fucking on the bench and just be like, "Hey, I'm dropping a mixtape." Like, bro, like if you don't get your ass in the gym, like, what are you talking about? Like a lot of people in the NBA play golf. We only care about Steph Curry. Steph Curry is the only NBA golfer that we give a fuck about. Everyone else, this is like, this is cute, man. D'Lo, oh, you like golf too? That's cute, bro. Like, I'm watching the Steph Curry golf. Like, you're not good. Like, it does not matter. And so that's the marketing part where I feel like Angel Reese loses it. It's like, yes, you have a lot of attention because of this narrative with you and Caitlyn, but you yourself, without Caitlyn's name attached to it, you on your own, you ain't that girl. Like you're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not that. Your shoes. I don't even know if you knew she had shoes, bro. I guarantee.
I mean, she has to have shoes. But
I guarantee
yeah,
her shoes are not selling like that.
Yeah, of course.
Caitlin Clark is actually, for her position, she's really humble. She was like, "Yo, he signed to Nike. They want to make her a signature shoe, but if they made it, I don't know why this was even a thing. If they made her a signature shoe, it was going to overshadow Asia Wilson. And so not to piss off Asia Wilson, Caitlin was like, you know what, just chill. I'll just chill. Just give me some Kobe's. Just give me some Kobe's. I'll be fine. I'll let her have her moment. And then when it's time for me, like I'll make a shoe. Bro, what? I like Asia Wilson, nice person and everything, but like delayed her shoe so that it wouldn't overshadow Asia Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Like,
being humble and being smart, because Asia Wilson is pretty much I wouldn't even say LeBron. I'd say like the Jordan. Well, I can't say Jordan, but she's that girl right now, so yeah. I mean,
this is what we're talking about,
imagine, yeah, if you did do that though, it would just be one of those things where it's like, these girls hate you. Oh, they're gonna hate you more. They're gonna hate you more. So.
Caitlin Clark is also the same person that, because the company that Steph Curry was with, Under Armour. So Caitlin Clark is telling Nike, like, I don't want to do a shoe with you guys right now because I don't want to piss off Asia Wilson. If you're Under Armour, how can you not close that deal? Where it's like, yo, we have the male best shooter. If I'm Steph Curry, I'm like, wait, you guys couldn't close this deal? She can't even make her own shoe right now because it's too much competition with Nike, with the other WNBA players. We don't have any WNBA players. I have a relationship with her. I got you guys at the meeting, and you guys couldn't close the deal. You guys fumbled? Oh, no, I'm out too. I'm out too. No, I'm going to Nike too. She actually convinced me to come to Nike, actually. Like, that was crazy when I heard that. She was like, oh, yeah, the reason Steph is leaving is because they couldn't get Caitlin. Like, damn. Like, it's like, what's it going to take to stay? Just sign this other girl who's also the best shooter so that our brand becomes best shooters, and then I'll stay. Hey, man, I know you got us that meeting and everything. Just did it really good. What do you mean? Oh, well, the PowerPoint, somebody messed with the slides or, misspelled her name. Like, bro, what are you talking about?
That's a good skit right there.
Oh, God. So, yeah, so the Caitlin Clark experience is pretty wild. But now here's the thing with WNBA. Apparently there's other leagues that are popping up now saying like, oh, you guys can't figure it out, the WNBA? Oh, yeah, we're going to make a new league. The first one was called Unrivaled, 3-on-3 league.
I saw that
Bullshit.
one with Angel Reese. With Angel Reese, yep. I saw that one.
Yeah, I don't know how the basically what it's become is like I don't know if you ever watched those other MMA organizations that try to compete with the UFC. They're
Yeah.
like here today, gone tomorrow. Like, oh, hey, we just signed this really old guy that used to be really good at fighting. He's gonna be fighting this other guy.
Yeah, they had.
PFL.
Yeah, I saw they had some. They had some. I think they even had that one chick who was arrested. They brought her Griner. Or,
Yeah, they my point is they never last. PFL, Bellator, up like whoever the fuck. Like they never one championship. They never last. So now that they're trying to do the same thing for WNBA. Oh, Unrivaled. They have a new 5-on-5 league they're trying to start. UFC is the only one that lasts. So it's gonna be interesting if Angel Reese is in some other bullshit league and that league just flops. Like it's gonna be kind of funny. It's a very funny situation right now, where these WNBA players, a lot of them who have never even made $1 million, are saying like, "Yo, we're gonna fight all the billionaires who own our league, piss them off, go from the only profitable league we've ever had, the most attention we've ever had, the only profitable year." Delay it, try to get paid more, and yeah, I'm just like, dude, this doesn't seem like a smart play. But okay, is women's college basketball more entertaining and more popular right now?
yeah, I
Do
mean,
they get paid more than you guys right now?
That's crazy.
Are they basically cuter because they're younger girls and like in their prime? And do you really want to play this game? Like we kind of want. And once March happens, we're not even watching. Okay, all right. If I'm the WNBA owners, I'm like, I'm going to the NCAA and be like, let's have a conversation, guys. Figure this out. Like,
Yeah, I guess.
I'm just starting over. Okay, you guys don't want us to do the league? Cool. We're just going to. Do you know how hard it is to get the TV contract with Amazon? These other leagues that are popping up, Unrivaled and shit, they don't have deals with Netflix. They don't have deals with NBC, Amazon.
It's gonna be interesting to see how that goes in the future because
They don't even have the stadiums. They're talking about paying the. Oh, we're gonna pay the players equal money. I'm like, nigga, you don't even have the fans.
Yeah,
where's this money coming from? Saudi? We're gonna play the Arab Emirates League or what? Like, what are we talking about? As if we want to, as if everybody wants to watch women's basketball. We're gonna go. The Saudis are gonna make their own. We're not watching that. The only reason we're watching the WNBA is because Caitlin Clark created a compelling storyline organically. You guys chose to beat up the only player that was bringing in the attention.
And then they tried to, and then they're like, "Hey, man, let's do it again." And then they had another white girl. They're like, "Hey, we got this other white girl coming to Dallas." Like, come on,
that white girl was so bad, dude. That
girl
was fired.
And she started that
girl was fired.
Like,
I was like, damn, where they find it? That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, dude, what? Where'd she come from?
Hey, we found something that works. We found a script that works. Now let's do the same thing for next season. It's like, what?
Bro, even Caitlyn fell in love with the girl. I'm like, I started telling me, is Caitlyn lesbian? Like, she's like looking at the girl like, damn, y'all found her. Damn. I was like, they're like, oh yeah, she was like hooking up with the owner and Phoenix Suns. I'm like, yeah, that's probably true. I'm like looking at the girl. I'm like, yeah, she seems like she's a team player. She's,
that's crazy,
bro.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
The WNBA is it may not exist anymore. Let's just after the only profitable year, women burned down their only league, the most popular women's sports league of all time. They burned it to the ground because of bad negotiating tactics. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Hopefully, they get bailed out again and things work out. But it is interesting. Also, Caitlin Clark, if you're watching, we do have a spot for you on the Lakers. Bronny, sorry, you let us spend a couple more years in G League. Caitlin, we got a spot for you. Bronny, I'm gonna need that jersey as well. Number, everything. Like, give it up to her because all we really need her to do is sit on the corner, shoot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was funny. But yeah, did you want to talk about the Venezuela situation? When not to mention like really bad negotiating tactics. You want to talk about the
I mean, there's a lot to talk. I don't know if this is the platform
forum?
to talk
I can
about it.
end it. Let me end it. I don't want to be on the record saying anything crazy.